Hi everyone, welcome back to Jen's Hangout. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, I love you guys so much. What are we doing today? As you can see, I've been dealing with mushrooms. We're going to do stuffed mushrooms. I already have one pan done, and we're going to do a second pan. One is for tonight, and one is for the freezer. This is the easiest way I know of to basically meal prep, as the new buzzword goes. I'm taking the stem out because I'm going to use this for part of the filling. Andy is browning the hamburger on the stove. We have organic hamburger. I forget the percentage. It doesn't really matter because you may have to add, because you're going to saute these first. So whatever fat is left in there, you can use it, or you can take it out and use butter if you want. It don't matter. This is really easy to do, but basically my theory is neither one of us have good day. Well, both of us have good days and bad days. So when we have a good day where we feel like we're cooking, make enough extra, put the leftovers in a meal prep container, and then put them in the freezer so you have them for later when you don't feel like cooking. And then you're not buying takeout and a bunch of garbage that's really not good for you. I'm going to try and rearrange these a little bit so that I can get all of these in here, because that's the last mushroom. Hot dog. We had just enough. We had, I want to say this is like a 2 or 3 pound package. 20-ounce package. Say whole baby Bella's 20-ounce package. That's what we got. So, and I don't wash them. Andy likes to wash them. But these do need as much internal space as possible. So we need to go in with a spoon and take the fins out as much as we can. But right now I'm going to chop these up so that they can go in with the hamburger being browned. Now what I do with these, I take the yucky end off. I just cut that off like that. And I always keep the empty container for my garbage. And then I just cut these up real small, quarter them, and cut them up fairly small, and then I'll put them back in the bowl like that. So you cut the yucky stem off, put that in your yucky bowl. I love these flimsy cutting boards because you can clean them real easy, but they roll up. They're hard to keep flat. So anyway, you guys get the gist. I'm going to finish this bowl up and get them into the hamburger. Okay, so Andy's got the hamburger going, and he added some garlic. No, onion. Just some minced onion or onion powder?
Minced onion.
Minced onion, okay. And then we'll probably add some garlic to it as well, but we're going to cook rice with that. Some rice, beef rice-a-roni, so it'll have a lot of flavor also. Okay, so I've added the mushroom stems to the beef, and they're cooking up and browning. This is with 2 boxes of the beef rice-a-roni. We will cook those as package directed. And now I'm going to thin the mushrooms out. And if you don't know how to do that, you can. I like to use a long teaspoon because they're pointy, and then I can use that if I need to. And I'm just going to scrape like this with the back end of it because it works really well. At least on mine. You could use a butter knife or whatever. And you're just getting these fins right there out. It's really easy. See? And you want to make sure to try and be extra gentle so that your mushrooms stay intact. This is also a good time to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. As you can see, I've got some mushrooms already. They never look pretty. Don't worry about that. One tray is done, and like I said, they don't look pretty, but it gets all those gills out of there. And make sure you do not take the skin off of these things. A lot of people like to do that, but they won't hold up with the filling and cooking in the oven. They just won't hold up. So now these are ready to be filled. Make sure to save your spoon so you don't have to do more dishes. So that you can put your filling in here. You make, you know, a big mess. Okay, so Andy's got one of the trays that is all hollowed out. He's filling it with the meat and rice. And I'm going to mix these two bags. This is just like a half a bag of Parmesan and mozzarella. I'm going to mix these all together, and then we will sprinkle them over the top, and I'll show you. A tip, when you're mixing together, like my bag of cheese was too much, make sure you trap air in a Ziploc so you can squish it like this and it's got air to move. And shake the ever-living you-know-what out of it. And then it's all mixed together. And then you can throw it away, or if you have extra, you can put it back in the fridge. And you don't have to dirty any more dishes. Oh my gosh, you're using plastic. Get over it. And a tip, whenever using aluminum pans, especially when you buy them at the Dollar Tree, make sure you use an emotional support pan, as many of the other food people say. But don't cover one pan in cheese until you get them both full, so your filling is equal. Okay, so hopefully you have a bigger pan than I do, but this is what I got, so when, you know, they're slightly elevated. Now, take your cheese mix. You can, this is the lazy method, easy method, whatever you want to call. You can go in and actually stuff each individual mushroom to make presentation a little nicer, but this is just for us, so who cares? And you can do this with whatever flavors you want. You could do it with chicken, you could do it with Italian sausage, breakfast sausage if you wanted to. Oh, that would be fun. And then pour, instead of doing like flavored rice, make it into like a sausage and egg mushroom thing, and then pour that over the top. That'd be good with the cheese, especially if you had like a group for breakfast or something. That'd be something different and fun. So I have a little bit of cheese left, so I'm just going to equal it out for both of them. And then cover these in the oven with foil and let them cook probably about half an hour, 45 minutes. Keep an eye on them. The last few minutes, take the foil off so that the cheese can brown up and get crispy on the top. So this is going to go in the oven, and I'll show you the finished product when it's done. Okay, these are freshly pulled out of the oven, and we will let them sit for a few minutes, and then we'll dish up and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so here it has cooled enough that we can begin. There should be one right here. I got my plate. I think I made a hole. I did. I didn't mean to. But here it is. You get the gist of it. And you can serve it with a roll or salad, whatever veggie you want. And there you go. Bon appetit!